And guys, hey, I want to go over a few details that I think if people knew, they'd have a better chance at winning their court case. You know, you don't have to commit a crime to get charged. You became a corporation when you were born, and you haven't done any documents to establish who you are or to make a claim or to hold a position. So basically, you're lost at sea, and the system can do what they wish with you. And you know, the attorneys have everything really sewed up well. You know, they make money, everything has to go through them, and if you don't have a brain, you'll follow along and it'll lead you right off the cliff. The clerk, the prosecutor, the judge are all separate corporations. Now they take out insurance on your court case, so when you're in the hallway waiting to go to court, and I've been there many times, I see the person come with a satchel with a briefcase and go in the side room, and the prosecutors, they're doing an insurance policy that you're going to plead guilty. You know, and they're going to collect all this money. Now, my guess is, from what I've come to understand, you know, they're making $2.5 million per charge. Now, I can't confirm that, I can't prove that. But, you know, the slot on the 1099 form, basically that's what we put before. Now, you know, they supply the court, they supply the room, they rent the room. They're not government. They're a bunch of shysters, and it's a Ponzi scheme. And they don't have any money in the game. They're corporations, they have EIN numbers. They actually monetize your actions that they say you did, and they create this security that they get the money for. So all of that's really illegal. They shouldn't have an EIN, they shouldn't be a corporation. They shouldn't have any, they don't have any money in the game, so that should be illegal. That's illegal. And they've pulled this Ponzi scheme with many, many people cooperating. You know, and this stuff they're claiming that's law is codes, acts, ordinances, and BS. We gotta call it what it is. Go look it up. It'll say if any person commits this crime. It's a commercial crime. So then go look up person and see what that says. It's a corporation, an entity, a trust. You know, it's not a living man or woman. The things that I do is I help people claim themselves, their bodies, their children, their names, which is what the system uses to keep you in slavery. Now, you know, if you have information or you want to get information, I don't just give information out for free. But if you just want to talk and share stuff, you know, get a hold of me, set an appointment. Very, very easy if you set an appointment. And you know, there's more things you can hone in on to get a better understanding. Okay, mortgages, dumb shit. You're paying 2.5, 3 times the value of the mortgage. You're never going to beat them. It's very, very difficult. Okay, you know, all this stuff you believe you can get money out of your court case. Good luck with that. But if you're trying to survive and you're trying to be proactive and you're trying to maybe set things up so you're better educated and you can defeat them when they come, or you won't get into a position to get in trouble to have to go to court, or you know, or you want to claim your children and things like that, you know, I'm all for that. Please don't call me with some dumb stuff about how you got a problem with the IRS and, you know, you got child support problem and you got a restraining order and you got, you know, all this stuff going on and you're trying to get me to do everything for you. I'm not your guy. I'm the one that wants to be here to back someone up, that wants to get things done, and they want to be honorable. Okay? You know, I don't get rid of people's child support, because if you have child support, you should support your children. If you've gotten yourself into problems, I did not do that to you. Please don't, you know, put me on the hook for that. But I'm really here to help. If you want to call my number, set up a time, we can go over and see if there's anything I might be able to help you with. If you've lost your children now, then I can maybe help with that. Or you want to claim your children or your names, those types of things. basic, simple things to get started and work your way up. So that's my thoughts for today. Give me a call. I'll talk to you soon.